Hi guys, this video is promising to be informative for all the freshers out there that are planning to study medicine in BABALOLA University. Here's the video for you. So I have my jotter here. I don't know if you guys can see it. So we'll be talking about the entry process into BABALOLA Medical School. You have to log in to BABALOLA University portal, like Abwad portal. I'll put it on the screen here. So you log into the portal. Once you gain access into the platform, that's the Abwad portal, remember there's an online application guide, and that online application guide will show you how to gain access into the online application form. So you need an online application form to get started, and this online application form, you have to pay for it. So to pay for it, you don't pay directly to the bank. You click on the online application form and they'll tell you all the procedures on how you're to pay for it. Make sure not to pay directly into the bank, because they won't accept it. Like, you have to pay online so that you'll be able to be granted access into the post-UTME exam that you write. And then you see the fresh undergraduate icon. So that fresh undergraduate icon, you click on it, but you need your JAM score result and your WAEC result. For your JAM score, you have to get above 200, like for medicine proper, for them to admit you. Even if they give you medicine, let's say you had like 180 in JAM or 190 in JAM, if you come and you pay for the admission form, they would not accept you into medicine because you didn't meet the criteria. And then your WAEC result must have like 5 credits. You can use GCE and you can use NECO, so it mustn't be WAEC at all. So far you have 5 credits in the important subjects like maths, English, physics, chemistry, biology. You have 5 credits, you're good to go. But you have to undergo an online screening exercise, and it will entail a lot of information about you, like if you have any health challenges, information about your guardian, the name of your guardian, the occupation of your guardian, the address of your guardian too. The post-UTME is basic knowledge of all those subjects you had, like a secondary school common entrance exam. Before you get into the university, you need that score, you need that post-UTME exam to get entrance. So you write the subjects you filled in for WAEC for the post-UTME. So they just ask you objective questions for your post-UTME, and they are quite easy, trust me. They are not hard. There are some things you know, they are basic knowledge you know. Then after you write your post-UTME exam and you pass your exam, you need to gain the admission letter, and to get the admission letter you need to pay an acceptance fee. The acceptance fee will be stated in the requirements, so you have to pay the acceptance fee to get the admission letter. But you've passed, so you're good to go. They will let you know if you pass. And the post-UTME exam comes in batches, so I think it's like 50 per batch here, and then you check for your result, I think the next day or in 24 hours here. So basic requirements for 100 level students, the things that are allowed in school, I can remember quite a few that are not allowed. I know kettle is not allowed, all those boiling ring, all those electrical appliances that require high voltage, because there have been incidents of outbreaks in the school. So they'll tell you those things are not allowed, but they'll provide those things you need to gain access to, like your hot waters. You would have like a water heater, there is microwave in the hostel. So all those things you need, you don't need to bother about bringing them when you're not allowed. So for your admission acceptance fee, remember to print the receipt out. You need the receipt to gain entrance into the school, and as a fresher, you're just coming new to the school, you don't know anybody, so you need to print that acceptance fee out. So click into your Abwad portal, put in your JAM registration number on the portal, and put in your password. Password is password, I guess, yeah. And then once you put in your password, there are dues that you're to pay. Make sure you pay them at home and print the receipts out, because when you get to school, having access to all those things will take a long while. Like, you'll be so drained, you'll be so tired, you'll be so exhausted, because they need it at the entrance, and imagine you looking for where to print these things out or how to start paying. So make sure you go to the bank, click on your portal that you've been granted access into with your JAM registration number, pay for your school fees, print the receipts out, so that once you get into the school, you just hand them the receipts and you have a less stressful entry. If you can't pay the full school fees, I think Abwad allows a minimum of 50%, so you can pay 50% of the school fees. Your red college color codes, like if you're coming for medicine in Abwad, you need red. Like, it's a color code for medical students in Abwad, so make sure you get your red tops. Yes, they get red tops. You can get red chiffon tops for girls, packet tops for guys, like, and then you can get like office trousers for girls, skirts. Like, you have to look corporate. Once you get to the college and you don't comply to these rules, they collect a minimum of 5,000, yes, for breaking the rules, for not adhering to the college code of your department. So just for your college hours. So AFE BABALOLA Medical School is for 7 years. 6 years is your medical training, and then an additional year for getting a degree in one of these intercalated courses, biochemistry, anatomy, or physiology. Yes, and it's helpful because once you graduate, you already have 2 degrees, one in like any of these intercalated courses, be it anatomy or physiology. You have to pick one, and then your 6 years medical training. So for your accommodation, as a medical student, you stay in the main campus, the main school campus, from 100 level to 300 level. Then when you get to 400 level, you switch over to the medical campus, which is still in the school, but it's like close to the teaching hospital, yeah, to the Abwad multi-system hospital. So you will start having classes there, so your hostels will be around that area. And then in your 100 level, it is compulsory you stay in Wema hostel, and I think right now you can pay for your accommodation separately from your school fees. So you pay 50% for your accommodation, and then you also pay 50% of your school fees. Yeah, they would add it together. And then in Wema hostel, you stay 4 in a room. Yeah, I'll put a video. Compulsory, and they mix you 100 level students together, so you can have like a social management science student in your room. As a medical student, you can have nursing students, you can have med lab. They just mix you guys. Then in 200 level, you have the right to pick any hostel you want, and there are other hostels like NFH1, which I'll put a video here. And NFH2, the main campus, and then Abwad hostel. So NFH1 has like 2-bedded. In 200 level, you can stay 2 in a room, 2-man room. You have 1-man room if you want to stay alone. all have their different price range. So once you get to that level, you know how much you had to pay. And then in NFH2 you have like super deluxe, like you can have 4 in a room, but it's more spacious and it's bigger, and the lockers are very big, and then you have your toilet inside, not outside like Wema hostel. Yeah. Then in 400 level you move to the medical side. The medical side is where you have your classes, your lectures. There's a medical cafeteria. I'll put videos of all these things by the side after talking, so you guys can understand better. Your own medical colleges. Yeah, I'll put a video of these colleges too. That's where you'll be having your classes and your practicals. In 400 level, it's compulsory that you stay 2 in a room, so you can't stay 4 in a room, and the rooms are quite big, and you have your toilet inside. And I'll put a video of how the medical rooms look like. Coming to the courses that you'll be offering in 100 level. So in 100 level is just like your secondary school, what you've done in secondary school, the basic science courses you did in secondary school, just like a reminder, like being refreshed, but you have practicals in the labs, in your College of Medical Health Sciences in the main campus, which you'll be attending classes from 100 level to 300 level. So you offer courses like maths, English, biology, physics, chemistry, GST courses, and AFE courses, and they all have their units, and you have to pass them, my dears. Like, please try as much as possible to pass those exams. Like, don't take anyone higher than the other. Like, they are very important. You offer like language courses, which I think are the AFE courses. Yeah, like you pick either French or you pick Chinese, and then you offer Nigerian languages too, like Hausa, Yoruba, or Igbo. So you have to pick one foreign language and one native language. But trust me, you'll be fine. 100 level is not scary. Yeah, and then after that, in 100 level you do your matriculation, so you can get your matric number. If a person fails a GST course like foreign language or Nigerian languages, the person can be kicked out of medicine. And having a GP of above 3 points is very, very important, or like 4 points. And they also give like awards, money prizes for people that have cumulative GPA. That's your first semester result GPA and second semester result GPA added together to form a cumulative. Go for your classes, please. I think attendance is very important too. If you have any problem and you want to address your lectures to get to understand better, you can meet these lecturers one-on-one to like get to understand more about the material. And then follow up your lectures, follow up your course rep. Any information you'll be added on a group chat. Try as much as possible to open your phone to your GCs and get to know any information. So in 200 level you offer anatomy, you offer biochemistry, you offer physiology, and you offer one GST and I think one AFE course too. But it's essential you pass them, because in 200 level, if a person fails GST or AFE course, the person can have a carryover to 300 level. And if you fail the 3 important ones too, which is that anatomy or biochemistry, the person has to resit that exam again before moving to 300 level. If you're in physiology, if you're in nursing, if you're in med lab, you can move over to medicine. So far you have a GPA of 4.5 and above. Then in 300 level, you still do your anatomy, physiology and biochemistry. This time around you don't do GST or AFE. You also have practicals, yes, biochemistry practicals. And then you do community medicine. In ABWAD, community medicine is taken very seriously, very seriously. A person can fail just because he had 2 fails in maybe anatomy and biochemistry, and then an additional fail in community medicine, and the person is told to sit the exam before moving to 400 level. You don't carry over in medicine. Courses you offer in 400 level, you start with family medicine. So family medicine is like chilled, it's calm. Oh, I forgot to say, in 300 level and in 200 level, you go to the cadaver. Yes, get to see dead bodies. In 400 level, after family medicine, you do Path and Pharm 1. That's pathology and pharmacology. There's a video for success tips on how to pass your Path and Pharm on my YouTube channel. You should check that. So after Path and Pharm 1, you do your junior posting, and your junior posting involves your internal medicine, like going to the hospital, seeing cases and checking patients, getting accustomed to the medical lifestyle. You also do radiology. You get to see x-rays, you get to see the CT scans of the brain, see MRI machines. And ABWAD is just with good instruments. Like for your medical practice, you get to see like nice technology wise instruments and equipment, so you have them at your beck and call. Also do ONG, obstetrics and gynecology, as part of your junior posting. You have lectures alongside going to the hospital, wearing your like scrubs for surgeries. You wear your scrubs. And then also do pediatrics. There's a pediatric ward, pediatric clinic for children. Get to see little children, interact with them, collect them. You also do surgery too. Surgery, you get to wear your scrubs, you get to go to the theater whenever any surgery is going on, and the theaters are so beautiful. I'll do an ABWAD tour on my video, so stay tuned to it. But after your posting 1, you do Path and Pharm 2. The 400 level is basically 18 months. You are going to write your first MB in 300 level, and your first MB in 300 level comprises of anatomy, biochemistry, physiology, and I think community medicine too. In 400 level, you write your second MB, and your second MB involves only Path and Pharm. In 500 level, you start with your surgical subspecialties, like including anesthesiology, radiology, dentistry, including ophthalmology, including ear, nose and throat. Once you're done, you do your obs and gynae, your obstetrics and gynecology posting proper. That's your senior posting. 600 level and 500 level aren't long as 400 level. 600 level, you get to do your internal medicine and your surgery. That's your senior posting 2, and community medicine 2. And then you have your intercalated year, which is your 7th year. So for your intercalated year, you have a degree in one of these intercalated courses, and you have to pick one. So you can either pick anatomy, biochemistry, physiology, nutrition, public health. I think they're there too. You have a degree in it, making 2 degrees you're graduating with, and then you're done with medical school. With that being said, don't forget to subscribe. Give this video a big fat thick chubby thumbs up.
Throw up the sex in the